How to make porcupine quill earrings. First, we're going to pick out 4 quills that you want to work with. And now we're going to have to cut off both ends because they're so sharp. This is a floral foam pad that I use. I use my finger and gently line up the quills and then stick them into the floral foam. Now we'll get some scissors and snip the tips. And the best part is that the tips are stuck inside the foam, so you don't have to worry about your kids or your pets. And check out what the inside of the quills look like. Now line up your quills and cut the other end by sticking them in the foam and repeating. You now have 4 quills ready to make into earrings. I grew up watching my mom use fishing line for all her jewelry, so guess what? Yep, that's what I use. Snip the line, and these are the findings I use. I order these on Amazon, and they really are my favorite. I like them because they close up, so you have a less chance of losing your earring. So we'll grab 2 of those. And now we're going to use big eye needles. And if you haven't heard of a big eye needle, you are going to want some. Now we're going to keep these ones simple by picking out 2 different beads. So these are the ones I've chose. Now we're going to stick the fishing line through the hole on the finding, and we're going to tie a knot. Now it's really hard to tie and show on camera, so I'm just tying a knot like you would tie your shoe, and I'm going to do that twice. Yep, and then after I do the twice knot, I do it like a balloon knot, where you take both sides of the thread and tie them together and then pull it down. Now open up your big eye needle and get it snagged by pulling it to the end and pulling it down, and there you go. Look, no knots. Now you pick up 2 beads with that needle and pull them all the way down to the finding. So now that we're done this part, we could put the finding down and pick up a porcupine quill. So we're going to start with the white color and then go down to the darker color. So we'll take our needle and go right through the quill. Yes, this big eye needle goes right through the quill beautifully. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, this part always amazes me. But anyway, so now what we're going to do is you have your quill, your beads, and your finding, and it looks like this. So we're almost halfway there. So we're going to pick up 2 more beads of the little purple ones that I got. And now this is the time to put that second bead I told you to pick. So this one's a special one. It's a big circle stone one, and we're going to put that one on next, followed by 2 more purple beads. And once you have those 2 little purple beads up on your needle, you're going to pull those all the way through again. And then we're going to pick up another porcupine quill, but this time we're going to go in from the bottom, the dark side. So what you do, and especially when it's skinny like this, stick it through. And here's a tip. When you get there, hold the bottom because it won't split. It has less chance of splitting. So if you hold the bottom and then pull through, it kind of gives a little extra support to that quill. It's starting to come together, and I'm telling you, once you make 1 pair of these, you are going to be addicted to making them because they're so fun. So now we're going to take our needle and go up those 2 purple beads that we started with. So yeah, we're going to go from the bottom up through both of them and pull your thread all the way through. So at this part, you got to kind of trust the process. It might look like it's not going to be perfect, but it is. Now you're going to want to take your big eye needle and go through the actual finding. Yep, this is how we tie it off. So you go through the finding and pull all the way through. And if you're still watching, thank you so much for supporting me and liking and commenting on my videos. It means so much to me. Now that we have the thread all the way through and lined up, we're going to pull it tight and take off that big eye needle. And the way you do that is just by pulling the thread or the fishing line to the middle of the needle and pull it right off, just like that. Now you're probably wondering, okay, well, I got 2 threads hanging out. What do I do? Well, you're going to tie them together. Yep, tie 2 knots. So just like before, tie it like you're tying your shoe. We tie 1 knot, pull it together, and then we'll tie another knot and pull it together. Then I always like to secure it with like a balloon knot. I don't know what the proper knot name is, but it's when you make a balloon, it looks like that. So you put 2 strings together around your finger, pull them both through the hole, and then pull them tight. And when the knot doesn't go all the way down, you could spread the 2 threads apart and just pull them, and the knot goes right to the end like you want it. And there you go, you're almost ready. So what you do now is you grab your threads and you want to cut your thread. Now you don't want to cut it right to the as close as you can. You want to leave a little tail, I call it, and it's for a reason. So first I'll show you. Right here is where you want to cut, just about there. That way you have a little tail. Sometimes it's our first instinct to cut it real short, but you don't want to do that. So here's my little tail, and now you're going to find a lighter and you're going to light that. And the reason I say that is when you light that, it kind of melts it and makes it so it can't come undone because it's fishing line. I always give a little tap tap for luck. And there you go. Beautiful porcupine quill earrings made with love.